Hello, and welcome to a very exciting but kind of frightening time on Chili Chun, where we got a new version of the last dab to taste. I've been putting this off for a bit because I'm afraid of it. But there comes a time where we must face our fears. I've been doing a fair bit on this channel over the years, and actually not as much in 2021, but now it's time to do it again because I'm a little bit scared of this one. This is the Last Dab Apollo from Heatonist Hot Ones, and this is made with the Apollo pepper, which is I want to. I don't. This isn't confirmed, but I want to say is like the rebranding for primetime of Pepper X. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's because he makes a ton of peppers that never see the light of day over there. Smoking Ed, crazy man in South Carolina. But this one is the Apollo pepper is meant to be bringing together Pepper X and the Carolina Reaper into hell, basically. And this is a sauce made with it. And looking at the ingredients list here, it's so tiny. We've got first ingredient, the Apollo pepper, distilled vinegar, the Apollo pepper powder, and the Apollo pepper distillate, which I understand is made with like a CO2 extraction process, similar to essential oil. Sounds like extract to me, bud. So yeah, what we have is the hottest pepper on the planet by a long way, 2 ways, and then an extract of the hottest pepper on the planet with like just enough vinegar to make it a sauce. No seasonings of any kind, none, not a one. No protein, no carbs, no sodium, no fat, nothing. There's nothing in here but pain. And man, I'm scared. All right, we got to know though. This is a long overdue stop on the quest for chili enlightenment. I got to shake it, but I lost the cap now. Oh, it's way across the room. One moment. All right. On to the Malaysian mother of pearl handcrafted hot sauce tasting spoon. I'm not going crazy with this because, man, this is going to suck. There. How about that? How about that on a Friday? Is that enough for you? I hope so. Yeah, it's... Woo! Man, the heat on the air is pretty legit. It's got a pretty color, I got to say. It's got little flecks of chunks of peppers all throughout. It ought to. That's all that's in there. And you can tell it's just enough vinegar. It looks like... it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but to me, it looks like a Pex pepper sauce, where it's like big chunks of pepper with just a bit of liquid. It smells strangely tasty. Yeah, the Pepper X and I guess the Apollo pepper have got to be relatives of the Fatalii, because the Fatalii has this really crazy savoriness to its aroma, and this has it. And it kind of hurts my nose, like actually hurts a bit to breathe it. But wow. It smells very concentrated, and I'd be a liar if it didn't say it smelled pretty good. Like to me, this is a lot more delicious smelling than like a Carolina Reaper. It just has this meaty aroma that you can really dig into. That it makes you want to eat it. And there's something about smells and tastes that you get where you just want more of it. And this is a bit like that. Like I don't think I'll feel that way in a minute, but the aroma, oh my God, the way it kind of hurts my nose is real different. Oh man, and already so hot. This freaking trailer is like an oven. Here we go, man. Cheers, YouTube. Dang it. It don't taste like much. Oh, whoa, buddy. Huh. It's kind of creeping, but creeping in big steps. And my sweat level is up. My hands are actually sweaty now, and my arms have become sweaty. I was already sweating a bit, but I'm really starting to sweat. And I've got this very intense, very, very intense burning sensation in the front of my mouth. It does remind of a Reaper a little bit with the way it feels, not the taste. The taste is kind of neither here nor there. It smells a lot better than it tastes. You couldn't put a bit of salt. I mean, is that really good? I mean, you could just throw some salt in there. I think it would help a lot. This is real hot. It's a real different burn, actually. It's a real different burn than I'm familiar with. It's got the, wow! It's got the stinginess of like a more fruity pod, like a scorpion or something, but with this like deep, deep burning sensation of a reaper, which reminds me of a reaper a lot. Oh my god. And it it's a pretty visceral response that I'm having to this. Like I've got the stomach drop, I've got the rush sensation like you get on a roller coaster, and I've got itchy, ringing, painful ears. Not ringing, but like they're itchy. My ears get like tingly itchy. Not, I don't know, pain itchy right here. I'm real flushed. Like I'm pouring sweat now. Um, it's the roof of my mouth is jacked up. Like, oh, the tears are coming. It's like designed to make you look as miserable as possible on camera, which is actually kind of right where it needs to be. Endorphins are coming. Thank you. So yeah, all right, let's be intelligent about this. Snot. It's kind of still building a bit. So let's talk about the flavor. The there is none. I mean, there's a bit of flavor, but I feel like hell. I feel like if you just put a pinch of damn salt in there, man, you could bring out the flavor of that pod, which I'm sure it has, you know, but it's kind of lost because there's not enough vinegar to give it any sensation of tartness, and there's no salt at all, and so your tongue, like your olfactory, where you smell the things, has stuff to do because there's a beautiful pepper aroma, but your tongue, which is like, you know, your regular ass tasting, it has no sour, salty, sweet, or bitter to do anything with. So your tongue is totally bored other than being punished, which I think is a little bit too bad. And it's you know, the thing with the last dab is that they never put salt in it, like ever. They used to put all these cool aromatics in it and gave it such potential, and it would smell great, but it didn't taste spectacular because there wasn't enough vinegar or salt to really make it a sauce. This is the same thing again, except they removed all the cool aromatics, which actually would have been cool because the pepper has such a good aroma, but they just didn't salt it or put enough vinegar to make it taste like anything. And consider what this does to your mouth pretty much right away. Like, you only have a little second to taste it anyway. And so these complex aromas, you're never going to get to those because you're too busy dying. My tears are still coming just a little bit. Well, actually, he's kind of running out of puff now. I think it quietly peaked while I was complaining about the salt content. And yeah, I think we've reached the summit. Granted, it was a pretty small dab, you know, by my standards. It's a little bit small, but I got plenty good burn out of it. And I would say, you know, on the burn, like, it's every bit of a 9. I don't think it got into 10 territory. I think it's probably more like a high 8, low 9. The roof of my mouth might disagree because it's got the worst of it. It's pretty hot up there. But it's not, you know, it goes pretty quick. Like, it's already coming down. And it peaks pretty quick. And I think it's designed to be a short-lived, like, very intense ride. And it does that. So, yeah, I'd say high 8, low 9. Probably fair on the heat. Definitely, if you're not a chili head, this is really, really going to hurt you. It's really going to hurt. If you are a chili head, it's spicy. It's plenty spicy. I just don't think it's very tasty. And that doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like much of anything, man. It's a little bit of a shame. And which brings us to the part where I say, should you buy it? No. Not really. So this is $22 on Heatonist.com. I got it in the last dab box, where I get 3 sauces for like $35. So this turned out to be good value in that sense for me. But $22 for a sauce that, while very hot, it's very hot, doesn't taste like a whole lot. I think we're missing the point. I think we're just a little bit missing the point. I get the part of the price probably has a bit to do with the rarity of these pods, because Ed Currie hasn't released them into the universe for us to have. So there is a bit of a markup there for that. But you know, why don't you salt it and put vinegar in it? I don't get it, man. It would have been so hot anyway. And then you have people on hot ones be like, "Ooh, it tastes good." Ah, but I think with this, they're just gonna be like, "Ah," and that's not as interesting to me. I would say if you want to hurt like this, like if you want to burn the way this is gonna try to burn you, just go buy a habanero pepper at the grocery store, will you? Because it's gonna taste beautiful. No, not all grocery store habaneros are super good, but it's gonna have more flavor than this, and it's gonna take your head off. You know, if you're a seasoned chili head, maybe not. But dude, I've been eating pretty spicy stuff on the regular for years, and if I eat a habanero right now, I'm going to the ground. Like, not dead, but it's gonna knock me for a loop way more than this. So I would just say, you know, if all you're in it for is this crazy burn, just eat a pepper already. So much cheaper and so much more interesting and everything. The only reason you know, if you're a collector, if you're a Last Dab enthusiast and you gotta have it in the collection, totally get that. Then you just gotta buy it. You know, you gotta go do it. But other than that, like pretty much every other case, like their sauce is this hot. There are plenty of them. This isn't like a groundbreaking heat level. I would say go to Peck's Peppers, man. Hell, go to underrated super hot sauce company, Bravado Spice. They don't get a lot of attention, but they're lately, like all their new flavors are really hot. I got another review. Next week's review is going to be their ancho masala hot sauce for you to look at. But a lot of their sauces are really very hot and very tasty. And I would put this on par with, like, I don't think Akamiso from Bravado Spice is a lot less hot than this. So you might go try that instead. But if you're willing to spend 22 on this, you could take 10 or 12 somewhere and get a comparable heat level for less money with a lot more flavor. So yeah, I don't mean to be a downer. I'm super into this stuff. I like hot ones. I like the Last Dab. I like taking part in this thing. But 22, man, that's a lot for a sauce that doesn't taste like much. It's just too bad. So yeah. Hope this was informative. Thanks for watching. You know, click subscribe, click the bell, click like if you enjoy spicy content, because we do that on the regular. And if you want to see a review, of Shiner Prickly Pear, their seasonal cactus-based beer, head on over to Beard, my sister channel, where we're going to review it in grave detail. Actually, I just did, and this is the same beer. Now I'm burning myself to the ground. But yeah, go over and check that video out. I'll put a link in the end card. I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. Hope you spend some time with your family, get some rest, blow some stuff up, and safely. But yeah, do it anyway. Blow some stuff up. It's fun. And have a great weekend. I'll catch you next time. Oh, and the garden video. I'm sorry, Emily called me out because I did not post a garden video last week. So I'm making a brisket tomorrow. I'm going to be outside all day. I think I'm just going to take the camera out there tomorrow because I'm already out there and make you a little garden update video. So hopefully you'll see that soon. Yeah, thanks again. Have a great weekend. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you next time on freaking Chili Chunn, man.